Hey, whippersnappers, this is Tortimer the Gray. Welcome back to another exciting episode of the Pokemon Gray version Season 4. This week we are wrapping up the UU tier by taking on a flying gym, which we also rolled doubles for. So here we are up against Gym Trainer Scad as her Pelipper manages to take down my two lead Pokemon. Then Roosevelt and Magneto come in and take similar beatings before Magneto's able to get up a rock slide and do a little bit of damage to the super bulky Pelipper and take out the Zapdos. Apollo then switches in, the Defog comes up and gets rid of the hazards, unfortunately. Hurricane going to hit Apollo, but the Sash is going to hang in there and able to get a rock slide off. Not enough to get rid of the Pelipper, but the Magneto will help clean up there. So Metagross doing some good work there. At which point then Nacho switches in and eliminates the flying type with the Terra, I guess? At which point then Apollo's going to protect and survive the foul play. Lord Puffington then comes in and Apollo is going to get up another rock slide. Not going to do enough to get either Pokemon off the field before going down, but Lord Puffington able to finish off the Hawlucha there. At which point then Willow is going to set up the Roost and Lord Puffington is going to hit it with a Strange Steam, but not do enough to get it down. And the rain boosted, was that a Surf? The rain boosted water move there going to be enough to whittle it down so that he goes down in the next turn to a Fire Blast. So thank you so much for participating this week, Gym Trainer Scan. I greatly appreciate it. Let's jump into the next flying gym, shall we? Here we go. Alrighty guys, and here we are up against Gym Trainer Flygon, and Flygon leads off with I was going to say leads off with one flying type, but now he's got no flying types on the field of the flying type gym. At least Pheasantipity is a bird. I'm not sure how we're justifying the paradox, whatever, the Terrakion or whatever this one is. I don't know how we're justifying that one, but hey! That's just it. Alright, so Roosevelt is down. Whirlpool comes in, and Arcanine going to resist a hit very nicely. The Flare Blitz not going to do much against the Latios there, which is also not a flying type, but at least looks like it's flying, so I guess we'll allow it. Whirlpool then going to get Toxic, and the Head Smash is going to take down the Genie there. Hydro Pump landing on Pheasantipity and not doing a whole lot. Real bulky, the Fairy Poison type there. Arcanine then going to go down to the not flying Latios, and the Tailwind's going to get set up. Not enough damage from the Volt Switch to do anything to the non-flying type there, so switching out. Magneto going to take the U-turn pretty well. Zapdos switches in, and the Psychic Fang's going to do good damage to the Zapdos. Strange Steam does nothing to the Paradox Pokemon, and then Lord Puffington goes down as Magneto follows suit. Whirlpool and Apollo then switching in. The Psychic Noise going to take Apollo down to his Sash. Hurricane going to miss there. We are able to land a Rock Slide, which finishes off the Zapdos. And then the Hydro Pump is going to miss on the Paradox Pokemon there. At which point then Latios switches back in. Apollo is going to block there, and then Whirlpool going to take both hits and go down. The heal block is ended, but I don't have any healing, so that's fine. I guess the Paradox can Terra into flying. That maybe should have been required at the beginning of the battle, but I'm not gonna really be bitter about it. That's fine. All right, well, I guess thanks Flygon. Thanks so much for participating this week and just cheating a lot, I guess. That was great. Really glad to have you. No, thank you so much for participating this week, Gym Trainer Flygon. Let's move on to the next Gym Trainer battle, shall we? Here we go. Alrighty, guys, here we are up against Gym Trainer Shunosaurus. He is leading off with Pelipper and Shiftry. We have got the Rain set up by the Pelipper and the Tailwind, so a lot of good water dominance there. Unfortunately, I don't think the other Pelipper did this. The other Pelipper was just super bulky, but this Pelipper has the decent sense of Terraing into ground to remove that 4x weakness, so that's smart. Didn't prepare to take out ground types this week, so yeah, that's just me with egg on my face. Tengu then goes down. Apollo obviously not getting through Protect there. Storm Chaser switches in and throws up the Protect. Apollo is also going to Protect, and the Head Smash is going to slam into the Protect shields there as the Muddy Water comes in and takes out the Arcanine Down goes Arcanine. Roosevelt then switches in. Tailwind getting set back up by Shun. Again, the Rock Slide not doing much. I just don't have Ice-type moves. I guess I should have brought Ice-type moves into the Flying Gym. That's on me. I guess there's an Ice Punch, so at least we're getting that going. Roosevelt got a little bit of Ice going there. Apollo going to go down to a Hurricane from the Storm Chaser there, and Roosevelt going to follow suit from the Muddy Water. At which point then, Puffington and Magneto switch in. Puffington takes a hard Thunder and goes down. Magneto throws up that Rock Slide, able to finish off the Storm Chaser, but the Pelipper just shrugs it off as it does. The Muddy Water going to connect. Drumpluff, which a recent nemesis of mine, took out a Pokemon in our Nuzlocke recently. Jumpluff of all Pokemon goes down. Got a nice revenge victory there, but unfortunately then Magneto going to go down. Pelipper's bulky, man. Goodness, I've got I think I've got like a regional evolution for Wingull coming in the fan game we're quote unquote working on. Man, Pelipper's, I think I've got a regional evolution for Wingull, and then there's a third stage for that evolution. Because I'm like, yeah, Pelipper, not great. But, man, Pelipper really kicking butt this week. Got the defenses. I gotta look at its BST and see what its defense stat is, because dang. Anyway, thanks so much for participating this week, Shun. Gym Trainer Shunosaurus, I greatly appreciate it. Let's jump into the last couple battles, shall we? Here we go. Alrighty guys, here we are up against Gym Trainer Codeman, and Codeman leading off with my nemesis Cramorant and a Minoir. Arcanine taking a hard chilling water there, able to survive it, and the Minoir starts setting up the Shell Smash there. Minoir is a really cool Pokemon. I don't know that I've ever actually used one, but I really do like it. Arcanine gonna go down. Apollo able to set up. I really like the ability. It must be the Flamigos, which I've never used one of them either, but seems to have the ability. I think it was called Co-Star. On switch in, it just takes the stat boost of its ally, which is that's pretty nice. 2 Shell Smash for the price of 1. Lord Puffington gonna go down. Whirlpool taking really hard damage. Able to land the Hydro Pump though and take down the Minoir there. At which point then the Cramorant is switching back in. The Lunge going to do decent damage to the bulky Magneto there. Able to get the Psychic Fangs off though and finish off the Flamigo, so at least we got all those stat boosts off the field, and then the Volt Switch able to switch in and do good work against the Cramorant. Roosevelt switches in, getting that burn, and then the Bombardier able to finish off Metagross there and flinch Roosevelt. At which point then Whirlpool switches back in, going to take a hard Rock Slide. Roosevelt going to tank that pretty well and throw up the Facade, finishing off the opponent and taking us our first victory for the day. So thank you so much for participating this week, Gym Trainer Codeman. Obviously the only one here who understands that I need at least a 2 Pokemon handicap in order to win any battles. Totally unfair of you guys, the rest of you, to come in with full teams. Just utterly disgraceful. Thank you so much for participating this week, Codeman. I greatly appreciate it. Nice to see. I gotta look into those strats with the Flamigo. It's a Pokemon I don't love that it is literally just a flamingo. They did nothing to differentiate it from the Pokemon. And there's a lot of Pokemon that are like that. You're like, well, Rattata is just a rat. Well, yeah, but it's purple with a curly, like, there's some artistic license. Flamigo is just it's a flamingo. So I've not used one. I like its typing. Flying Fighting is a fun typing. But if I'm going to use one, this is becoming a rantimer. If I'm going to use one, it's going to be Hawlucha, or it's going to be Galarian Zapdos. I love Galarian Zapdos' look. But I like that Co-Star ability, so you don't get a lot of double battles going. Why are we talking about it? Anyway, thanks so much, Codeman. Let's move on to the Gym Trainer. I didn't mean to throw a rantimer in the middle at the end of this battle. We'll see you in the next one. Here we go. Alrighty guys, and here we are up against Gym Leader Update, and Update leading off with Gliscor and Talonflame, exchanging entry hazards. We got Toxic Spikes for Stealth Rocks there. The Brave Bird not going to do much up against Whirlpool there, and we get the second layer of Toxic Spikes. Arcanine able to finish off the Talonflame, and a hard Hydro Pump hitting that Gliscor, doing good damage. The Poison Heal bringing it back from the brink, but will we be able to take it down shortly? I guess we'll find out. The Minoir is going for the ground Terra typing there. Arcanine not able to finish off the Gliscor with the extreme speed there, so it's going to stick around for another turn. The immunity, obviously, of the ground typing there, limiting our Volt Switch capability. the Acrobat, the Earthquake coming in and taking down the Arcanine, the Hydro Pump taking down the Minoir. Gliscor still on the field, healthier than ever. At which point then Altaria and Lord Puffington come in. Puffington is going to throw a Strange Stream towards the Altaria, and Whirlpool is going to miss the Hydro Pump there. Whirlpool continuing to take that toxic damage. Puffington, unfortunately, because of Levitate, does not get rid of the toxic spikes there, so we're going to keep dealing with that as the battle rolls on. And we also have Perish Song on the field, so Morgan and Lord Puffington are both in the crosshairs of that. Charizard then comes in and throws up a Focus Blast, going to miss that as the Earthquake comes in and doesn't really do anything to anybody. The Stone Edge going to miss from Roosevelt there, and the Strange Stream going to connect but not do a whole lot of damage. Puffington going to switch out, and Morgan going to stay on the field, so Perish Song still at play. Roosevelt going down there to the Focus Blast that finally lands from the Charizard. Which point Puffington comes back in, the Hurricane going to miss, Whirlpool going to land a Volt Switch on the Charizard, doing decent damage and switching out. Puffington can't not be toxic, so that's good. And then Apollo is going to throw up something? No, the Perish Song is going to finish off the Gliscor. Flamethrower going to land on Puffington and take him down. There we go, there's the Rock Slide I was expecting, finishing off the Charizard and doing good damage to the Haunch Crow before it finishes off Apollo. At which point then it takes Moxie, or gets a Moxie boost, and then goes down to, Life Orb damages, or not Life Orb, Brave Bird Recoil is what finishes it off there. So yeah, I didn't land the killing blow, but we'll take the victory nonetheless, taking badge number 7. I want to say, was that the seventh badge? So that's very exciting. Badge number 7 in the books, I believe. I'm going to look like a fool here in a minute when we pull up the spreadsheet, and that's not it. But we took the UU badge, which means we are moving into OU this week. And we'll jump over to the spreadsheet here in a moment to see what that's going to look like exactly. But thank you so much for participating this week, Gym Leader Update, as well as all of our gym trainers. I greatly appreciate you guys sticking it out with the series. We're close to the end here, so just hang in there and we'll get it all done. But yeah, let's jump over to the spreadsheet and see what next week is going to have in store for us, shall we? Here we go. Alrighty, so here we are in the spreadsheet. We've got to gray out... we got to gray out this here. I'm not going to do all this with you guys. This is taking longer than I wanted it to. All right, so there was that. We're going to do the same here. We are done with you. Okay, so that was the 6th batch. See, I do look like a fool. Look at that. So we got 2 weeks of OU coming up. Or two rounds of OU, I guess. Technically 4 episodes. So we are moving into OU next week, though. Or next episode, I guess. We're not really doing these weekly as much anymore. But that's not what I want. I want to get rid of the fill. There we go. All right, now we're reset. All right, so... we are in the OU tier starting this week, and now we need to roll our encounter type. So we can either have a rival encounter, an evil team encounter, or a Titan encounter. Remember, this is based on the Paldea region. No, I guess Paldea is still the most current region. That's fine. We're fine. Everything's fine here. How are you? All right, so we're going to roll a 1, 2, or 3. Not a 2, a 3. There we go. And 1. So we have rival this week. Now we do have OU, I'm going to guarantee, also has doubles. So let's put this back to 2. And single battles this week. So a single rival battle this week. Do you guys want a root type? I guess we could roll a root type. I don't know that it has any relevance. I think we only really have that as relevant to the Titans. But hey, why not? Maybe you guys want to adjust your rival team based on the fact that we are in the tundra, I guess. But yeah, there we go. OU rival battles this week. So get your guys' rival teams put together in the OU tier. And I look forward to battling you guys all out this week. So shoot me messages in the Discord. By the time you guys are seeing this, my battle or my teams will be ready. So no need to wait for anything in particular. Hey, if you're seeing the episodes out, shoot me a message on Discord and we'll get some battles going there. Want to keep any momentum we've got flowing. So if you want to battle, let's battle. Let's do it. Don't wait. Don't think you got to wait for nothing. Just get your teams together and let's get it going. So singles rival rival battle in OU this week, and that'll be very exciting. So thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much for those who are participating. If you want to participate and you have not yet done so, information in the description on how to use Pokemon Showdown, which is the battle simulator that we're using, as well as how to connect with me for battles through my Discord. As always, I've been Tortimer the Great, and you guys have been great. Make sure those likes, comments, subscriptions for me, guys, and I'll see you all back here next time. Have a good one.